Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Man, do we have a lot for you today with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. First, give us that proof of life check-in at 312-591-8300. You good? We got Glass Animals. Chance to go see them in Nashville in about 10 minutes. We'll give you the keyword for that at 6:15, so stay right here for just a keyword. Gets you a killer VIP trip to Nashville for Glass Animals. We also had an hour, the Bristol Renaissance Fair, where fantasy rules. 4 packs of tickets.
I love the Renaissance Fair. I'm so hyped about this.
Yeah, I told Megan that you said, is Megan coming? And you're going to dress Harper up too?
Yeah.
And she's not as into it as you are as far as getting all dressed up and going to it. I know you live for it. And
yeah,
she likes it, but I don't know if she's going to be going around in this caravan with us.
Well, why? But Harper would love it.
Do you think so? At some point would she go, because toddler age there, they like stuff for 5 minutes?
But there's a lot there.
There is.
It's I could understand, it's not one thing. She doesn't just sit in one area. The amount of walking around and treats and ferries and all this stuff happening. And there's kids' rides.
There is. It is perfect for kids. I'm just wondering, in my toddler, me being there, that she's going to, not like the outfit and start taking it off in front of everybody.
Why? A princess dress?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think she'll be living her best life.
Okay.
The queen she is.
You may have to talk to her and convince her to bring her up there
Harper
and go for
or
that.
Megan?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Get Harper on the phone.
At 7:10, we'll have that coming up for you in Clash with Kenzie. Super highly sought after tickets because it's a blast, the Bristol Renaissance Fair. Also, we have Andrew Santino tickets, who most recently was at the Tom Brady Roast. A super funny dude, Chicago Theater. Those tickets coming up as well. And we'll talk more about the Bears London trip as well. So a lot today.
A lot's going on. It's a hump day.
Yeah.
And we got a lot.
I'm having these weird, my body is rejecting summer right now. I don't know what's going on. I felt off.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I felt off for a couple weeks. I've had a fever here and there a couple different days. And I don't know what's going on with me. I have decent health care. You know what I mean? I can go to a doctor. I'm very blessed. I appreciate it. But I'm not going. I don't know what's going on. I'm just giving it one more day to get better. One more day to get better. And
no, I really appreciate that. It's fun watching you work through this at work.
Yeah. Well, I'm a soldier. I never took sick days. Let's go. And I'm not sick. I just feel weird. I feel like I'm in someone else's skin lately. I don't know what's going on.
You think your body is rejecting summer? You're not responding to heat well?
Maybe
or
that's it.
Are you just blaming disease on how you look in a swimsuit? You're well, obviously it's an illness.
Well, clearly, if I, don't look that great in the swimsuit, it must be a summer disease. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way or no? Everybody just living their best life here. It's warm out, 95 degrees out every day.
I don't know. I feel guilt because I just feel like I'm already ready for fall. I don't want to be cold, but I want to be in a sweater.
See,
I want to be comfy in a sweater.
See, I'm happy that warm weather's here. I don't know why my body isn't. My body's
rejecting it.
It's rejecting it. Case, how do you feel about summer?
Couldn't be happier. I don't know what you guys have problems with.
Yeah, Case hates the cold.
I do. I'm loving life right now.
But I don't want it to be cold. I don't. That's the bitch. Fall's my favorite season, but boy, do I hate winter. And it's just the preliminary. It sucks.
See, I like winter. I like change of seasons anyway. I should say it that way. I like a good snowfall. I like walking outside.
I don't. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm good on seasons. You got to experience the seasons. No, you don't. Oh, cool. I'm miserable now for 5 months. Awesome.
No, in the beginning it's good. 10 degrees below zero hits you in the face. I love that in the morning.
Not a fan.
I freaking
Why
love
do
it.
you love that?
I don't know. It just smacks me in the face and just goes yeah, let's go.
I can do that right now. You don't need cold weather to get smacked in the face.
Hey, man, do you like when Megan does it? You like to get kicked around a little, don't you?
I can use a little beat up here and there. Yeah, why not?
Do you crawl around on the floor, too? She does a little whip?
Whips, chains, 10 below zero. It all works the same way.
Same vibes.
Same way.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this is something you're eating right now. We did something with snacks on Monday. The zebra cakes was the most fattening snack you can eat, and apparently a lot of our people love zebra cakes. It's the worst one you can eat. So
They're good, though.
I don't like them, but I mean, apparently a lot of people do. That's not a go-to for me.
You don't like zebra cakes?
I don't think I ever ate a zebra cake.
Okay, well, then you can't say you don't like it.
I can look at it and go, I'm not going to like that.
No, you sound like a toddler.
I didn't say I wasn't. I go in a toddler mode there, but I probably have tried them. I don't know. It's just not number one for me. But there's something you might be eating right now, a snack, in the car, especially if you're trapped on the Ike right now, that takes 16 hours to make. So you gobble it up, but it took somebody 16 hours to make it.
Ribs.
Well, I'm not going to say you're right or wrong. Ribs do take a while. You smoke them.
Yeah.
You know, you let them go in there. I don't know if anybody's eating ribs on the Ike right now.
Well,
I don't know if I'd call that a
snack.
snack food.
Well, Twin Anchors, dropped off ribs last Friday, and I may have had one.
You had one in the car?
On the way
Yeah.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they fall off the bone. It wasn't like it was a really clean eat.
Sure. Oh, they were delicious.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
You don't need silverware or nothing,
But then your fingers, your steering wheel got sticky then, right?
I lick my finger. God gave me a mouth.
Thank God.
God
Amen.
did give you a mouth.
So, I put it to use, obviously.
Case, what do you think? 16 hours to make something and you just eat it really quick.
I don't want to say because my thought process is stupid.
Well, go ahead then. We got to hear this.
I'm wondering if it's like a banana, because from the time that they're
You think they grow? You think it takes 16 hours to plant and then
grow a banana? Yes.
To get the full size.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then maybe people like a green banana. I like a green banana.
Green means they're not ready, right?
That's right, but I
Yeah.
kind of like them a little bit raw.
I like a raw banana
Yeah.
too. I don't like.
I don't
when
want
it
a
gets too
brown
squishy.
banana. Yeah.
I don't like bananas at all.
Do you like anything? You're being very negative. You're like, no zebra cakes, no bananas.
Okay, that's two things. That's just two.
It's the only thing we brought up. Well, I understand you can say you didn't like everything, but every time Case and I bring up a snack, you're like, that snack can die.
Well, let's get to snacks that I do like. And if you
Yeah,
have 3 hours,
jeez.
we'll get through them.
Did you want the rest of the show to be you listing off snacks you like?
There should be a takeaway later on in 3 hours that says Brian doesn't like bananas and zebra cakes.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It's
He's being
unfortunate.
a big hater.
Yeah. Hate on bananas. I just don't like them. Don't like bananas.
You don't like any kind of banana.
Any kind.
Do you
What
like
about-
banana chips?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's like one.
Another thing he doesn't
Yeah,
like.
see, banana chips are one of the best snacks.
Well,
What
they're
about bananas on a peanut butter sandwich with honey on it?
Nope. Now that you're just adding things to me to hate that relate to the one thing I hate that's a banana.
No, but that's such a delicious sandwich.
I wish I liked bananas. I don't know what goes on.
Well, you should try
I heard-
harder.
I heard in the streets that you do like bananas.
It's not true.
I heard it.
All right, so when we come back, something that takes 16 hours to make, and you might be eating it right now in your car.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, time for the fact that makes your brain go. And something you might be eating right now takes 16 hours to make, and you just may down it in like literally a second or two. It feels kind of sad for the person that made that for 16 hours one thing, and it just goes right down.
That's how I feel cooking dinner for my family, because it usually takes me like a little over 2 hours to
Yeah.
make like a full-blown real dinner, right?
Right?
And everyone's done in like 7 minutes.
Like dum 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 dum.
yeah, extras, this, that, and I'm like, all right, now I'll spend about an hour and a half cleaning. It
Yeah.
just seems like it just sucks.
No one takes a bite and goes like, I sense the seasonings in this. There's
Oh,
oregano.
they don't do like a taste test, like like how you do with wine. They don't smell it and then like lick it and then like
Lick it?
I don't know.
They don't lick it.
You just like let it sit on your tongue for a minute.
Yeah, you let it, you marinate.
Yeah, let it marinate on your tongue. Yeah,
the
just
wine.
to see what's really going on in there.
Yeah. You swish it around.
Wilbur the pig in the studio? What's going on over there?
Oh, well, really, in theory, we all eat too fast. We're supposed to like really slow down, and you'll fill up faster. Your brain is like 15 minutes behind your stomach.
Yes.
So if you eat slower, you'll fill up faster and eat less.
See?
But when you shove it all in,
And they do, boy. I have a house full of boys. I swear, I make everyone's like plate because they just don't know how to do it right, and it bothers me because you like with the seasonings and the top, whatever.
Sure.
So I make everyone's plate, and then there are times that then I finally get mine and I sit down and they already want more. And I'm like,
Yeah.
So they're having seconds and I haven't had firsts.
yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I'll stand back up again.
So,
It's awesome.
so 16 hours to make this snack. Kenzie thinks the snack is ribs in your car.
Well, I love, what the hell? guys never snack also ribs?
Well, last week, thanks to Twin Anchors, we had ribs to eat, but I took them home and ate them sitting down. I call that a meal.
I snacked all weekend. I will grab like, 1 or 2 ribs here and there.
Well, trust me. I got home with those ribs Friday, and I said to Megan, well, this will be dinner. I go to the bathroom. I come back. She's going like, oh, mom, 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 mom. I go, oh, so this is lunch then, right?
You married the Cookie Monster?
Yeah. And then we just basically ate them all the ribs. And they go, okay, that was lunch then. I guess there's no dinner with these ribs. I can't eat like 1 or 2 ribs. We're eating the slab. I'm eating all of them.
See, I can have 1 or 2 ribs. I was just, like a little popper.
No, I can't do it.
Clean the bone, baby.
They were so good. In Case thinks it's a banana, a snack that takes 16 hours because to grow it all the way in.
I'm not saying I'm right. It's just what I think.
Well, the answer is something that takes 16 hours to make and you might eat it in 1 second is an M&M. One M&M takes 16 hours to make. Now, here's the difference on that. They can make 1 billion in a day with the machines that they do. But it takes...
Well, that doesn't add up.
Well, no, because
How many machines are there?
it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like they can make 1 billion in a day, but it takes 16 hours to make one M&M.
Why?
The process. I mean, M&Ms are good.
I don't like M&Ms.
Oh, whoa!
I don't.
You don't like M&Ms?
Don't punch it. Brian hit me in the face.
I don't like zebra cakes and bananas, but all of a sudden you don't like M&Ms?
I don't like M&Ms. I like them in monster cookies.
What's a monster cookie?
A monster cookie is when you have like chocolate chips, M&Ms, oatmeal, like the big like full ones.
So everything in there.
Yeah, almost like an everything but the kitchen sink cookie type vibes.
Do you get those at malls?
I make them.
Oh,
so I don't know.
La-di-da.
Well, sorry, but I'm sorry that I bake cookies. But so I like them like in things, but I will not sit down and let me grab an M&M. I find that disgusting.
You like it like in a Blizzard or a McFlurry?
Yeah, like I'll do that. It can be an accessory. It cannot be the main item.
It's almost like a condiment.
Yes.
Okay.
It can be an addition to, but I can't. It does nothing. It's like when people are like, oh, let me buy a Hershey bar. I'm like, why? I don't like plain milk chocolate.
Okay.
I like a Hershey bar in a s'more.
Sure.
Now it's doing something. Now we're cooking. Okay, let's go.
Case, what's your take on M&Ms?
Well, first of all, let me just defend Hershey bars for just a second. I love a raw Hershey's bar. They're
Ew.
delicious. But
Ew.
I don't ever go for the plain M&M. Now, I'll eat a plain M&M. Won't complain. But what I'm looking for is either the yellow bag or the royal blue bag. The peanut M&M or the pretzel M&M, 2 of my favorite snacks. A long road trip, you're in the car for 6 hours, you stop halfway, you're getting a bag of M&Ms and it's going to absolutely deliver.
There's also caramel M&Ms.
I don't want those. I
Well,
have no interest.
There's also peanut butter M&Ms.
No
See,
interest.
now we're doing something.
Yeah,
Okay,
which is
now-
really Reese's Pieces.
Right.
But they're good.
You're right. I never thought about that.
It's the same thing.
Kind of biting the style.
Yeah.
Those I like, again, because now it's a thing. Now we're doing something. I just don't like it plain. I don't like it raw. I don't like raw M&Ms. But can I tell you a really funny story about the different flavors of M&Ms?
Didn't expect this morning.
I know.
Let's go
'Cause
ahead.
I didn't know this. I never know the answers to the facts. These come out of nowhere. So my mom always used to have like outs in the kitchen, like a mini bowl, like a candy bowl, right? That's like a super parent thing to do.
Also
And-
a grandma thing. There's always like
Yeah.
that, and you wonder how long they're there.
Yeah, my mom kept it fresh. She ain't playing around. But it was a bowl of peanut M&Ms normally, like in a cute little candy dish. And my brother grabbed a handful of them, put them in his mouth, and the face that he made, and he spit them everywhere. He's like, "Oh my god, there's something wrong with these. Oh my god, like they're like dust in my mouth." My mom goes, "They're pretzel M&Ms." He thought the peanuts like burst and they were that old, and he spit it everywhere.
Oh, God.
And it's so funny that when your mind's because they didn't taste bad, they taste delicious. Like the pretzel ones are good, but when you're expecting a peanut
Yes.
and you have a pretzel,
Yeah.
What he thought. I mean, he thought that peanut burst into dust. He was like, "Bleh."
Spiders are going to come out of his mouth. Like,
It was-
yeah.
the kitchen counter was littered with peanut residue. It was horrible. Pretzel residue. It was disgusting.
And meanwhile, they were delicious. His brain just wasn't ready for
I
him.
wasn't right. Yeah, then he goes back in for a handful. I'm like, could you please clean up your debris? Lord.
Now my brain is ready. I've accepted it. I've Control-Alt-Deleted, and I expect
yeah.
pretzel M&Ms.
Let me come in hot now and enjoy these pretzel M&Ms.
Right. I don't know if all of them take 16 hours to make, but M&Ms in general take 16 hours to make. But because of the machinery, they can make 1 billion a day. Thank God, because they are delicious.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Yesterday, later in the show, we went through your Facebook Marketplace, told you to open up your Facebook Marketplace app and go to the For You section and see what it's recommending for you to buy. And it basically uses everything you say, Google, whatever, to accumulate a targeted ad for you of stuff to buy. For example, Kenzie had the Haktua merchandise hats.
on that thing.
Yeah, those were all.
You gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me?
Like those hats, you buy that hat or no?
I did not buy it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'm not going to wear it to my son's baseball game.
It'd make it pretty cool. And to be clear, it says Hawk Tour 2024 like she's running for president.
Well,
Yeah.
amen. Obviously, she's a great leader.
I would vote for her. I wish she was in the debate.
Amen.
Can you imagine if they threw her in the debate like the third?
Why not?
Oh, my God.
Is she worse than what's going on?
I would love to hear every answer she has to those questions.
I think she could find peace in the Middle East. I think she could be the one to do it.
Hmm.
Well, if she was hot twat, there's going to be peace in the Middle East,
What are you
baby.
guys so upset about?
Yeah, I mean, peace in the Middle East certainly could be solved by one thing.
Hawk to and spit on that thing.
That's all I have to do.
Nothing else has worked for 1,000
That's
years.
what I'm saying.
We just got to simple. We got to bring it back down. That's the problem.
I mean, bombs aren't working. Jesus. All right.
Anything else you want to get off your chest, Brian?
No, we're good. Chase, you had like a Hummer.
That's right. I had a 2004. So this all started because I went on Facebook Marketplace. I don't use it a lot. I'm getting ready to move, and I wanted to do some intel on whether or not I could sell items that I had. So I went on Facebook Marketplace not knowing they had a For You tab. And the first thing I saw, number one with a bullet, first thing I saw when I opened up my For You tab on Facebook Marketplace was a 2004 Hummer H1 Humvee with a military-grade turret installed and a camo paint job throughout the entire Hummer.
I want to make it clear. It's an H1 Hummer. This is the military-grade looking Hummer, not the H2 or the H3 that
No,
you saw in
this-
front
I
of
didn't
like.
know that's what that meant.
Yeah. So like you might see the H2 or the H3 in front of like.
with a bunch of pansies, you know.
You see it in front of the club still parked out there maybe, but not the H1.
The Ed Hardy store, you might see a H2 Hummer parked out front of there.
There was a time when so many men in affliction shirts were getting out of those H2 Hummers.
It's like a clown car.
I
Oh, my
miss
God.
those times.
Yeah, they were good times.
It's like Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Oh, what a simple, happy time.
Think about all our worries. They weren't close to what they are now.
No, I was worried about how I was going to get more tan. Now I'm like, oh, God, we have bills and
Yeah.
children.
GTL, baby.
I know. I was like, look at all this laundry I have to do.
So we're asking you to go this morning again here. So go to your, and a lot of people stuck on the Ike right now because it's closed, and you're driving slow enough where you could do this. Go to your Facebook app and then Marketplace and hit For You. And then it will just show you the things that are recommended to you. For me yesterday, it was an Asian trinket box and a hand strengthener.
Interesting.
I don't know why.
Yes, you do.
Apparently, I went down, maybe Googled Asians quite often, or that was my search bar.
Yep.
I don't know why a hand strengthener was in there.
You tell me, Brian.
I don't know.
I guess everyone's suffering from little bitch arms in this room.
Oh, boy. So do you have anything new this morning you want to share on yours, Kenzie? Because it changes every day. If you go to, that's why it's fun to go to it every day.
So my top two, you know how like initially when you click on it, right?
Yep.
And wow, is this curated to me because I love at least the first one.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper jalapeno beef jerky, hot and spicy.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, I love everything in that title.
Now,
Like this.
Is it like marinated in Dr. Pepper? Like, is that why it's a Dr. Pepper
like they're
beef jerky?
soaking it and and then drying it out.
Oh,
Sounds incredible.
it really does.
And I like all of those things. So I can't. It's like Facebook's really, really watching me. The other one is weird. For $350, it is a keychain that is a real human skull, but it's shaped like a heart.
So it's the size of a human skull?
No, it's like it fits in the palm of your hand, but it's used from real human skull bone.
Ooh.
And it's in the shape of a heart. Look at this. And it's $350.
Oh, my God. Now,
I don't know why, like,
maybe because you did Kenzie Crimes yesterday and it heard it and put that on your feed.
I guess. But I was going to say, my point of this would be like, why would you want to carry around somebody's skull that you don't know? But also, why would you want to carry around somebody's skull that you do know?
Yeah, either one.
No, like, I was thinking about, like, a cremation or a way to remember them, but I don't think I'd want to destroy someone's skull that I loved and turn it into a heart.
Yeah. Well, it's one way to
Knock out
honor
the
him.
back.
Some ways.
But I don't think I'd want a stranger's skull, personally. That's
Yeah.
just me.
So if you had to choose, it'd be someone you know.
I don't, maybe.
I would want somebody that I know. A stranger's skull is yucky. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Somebody I know, that's love right there. I love you so much, I'm going to carry your head in my wallet.
But I feel like I busted in their skull like Game of Thrones.
Well, I don't want to be the one to get to the skull, but give me it, mold it for me. I will take it. I will run with it.
You know what it is? I just feel like it can't be done nicely. Like, it's not like, oh, we did this in a simple way. Like, you took a hammer and, like, busted their face in to get enough bone. Like, I don't want that happening to, like, my puppy after he passes away to turn it into a keychain. I don't like it.
Well, let us know what's on your marketplace for you at 312-591-8300, and we'll share them all together here. First, it's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is National Day of Joy. But to Ben Affleck, it's just Wednesday. Tesla's Cybertruck has been recalled for the 4th time. And amazingly, not for looking like a giant refrigerator on wheels. Experts say your foot can give you clues about your health. For instance, if it's missing, you have diabetes. A study found that chimps self-medicate with plants. That's right, kids. Curious George is a stoner. And the U.S. Postal Service has released new stamps honoring Alex Trebek. I'll take who still uses stamps for 100. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.